Dr. Leon once said that one aggressive driver can be dangerous to hundreds of other drivers. So if half the drivers are aggressive, the roads become killing fields, and that could not be more true. My name is Ansley Newton, and the purpose of this speech is to persuade you on driving safely and how road rage plays a huge, huge part in this. I have knowledge through experience and through research, and I can guarantee you that you, your family, your friends, everyone around you at some point have experienced road rage, whether it be on the lower or the higher end of the spectrum. Today, we're going to be talking about the problems with road rage and the solutions. There's a vast majority of solutions and how you can fix this and why you should not be partaking in it anyways, even though it's sometimes easier said than done. So first, let's start with the problems. For one, it's expensive. That's the minor problem. We're about to get into the bigger issue, but it's expensive. A lot of times whenever you have road rage, the first thing that you do is you speed. You pass a cop, you're lucky if you just get by with a ticket. And that's 100, 200, however fast you're going, where you're at. That could be a lot of money, and you're not always lucky enough to get to go to driving school. The biggest thing is that there are 1.25 million wrecks a year that result in death. That's about 3,300 a day, which is an insane number. And when you think of this, most people will probably think if it's a Friday or a Saturday night that it's maybe a result of drinking and driving, or maybe if it's a 15, 16-year-old, a new driver that maybe they were texting and driving, but you will be shocked to know that 66% of these wrecks are actually from road rage, which is insane to me. People's lives are being taken because people can't control their anger. Those are the huge problems with road rage. There's so many more, and I could go on and on and on, but let's fix the problem. Let's talk about the solutions. There's 4 main things that I think are just crucial for being able to control this. For one, time management. This is the biggest one. If you have to be somewhere at 10 o'clock and it takes 30 minutes to get there, there is no reason you should be leaving your house at 9:30. You need to be leaving at 9. Give yourself that 30 minutes of extra time, because what if you get 10 minutes down the road and you've got to turn around? That's 20 minutes that's already taken. I forgot my backpack before on my way to school, and you have to do that's just life. Sometimes it happens that way. Or maybe traffic's really bad. Maybe I don't know, maybe you didn't get gas the night before. I've also done that, and you've got to go get gas. If you have that time, you're not rushing, because if you're rushing, then you're ill. If you think you're going to be late, then you start putting blame on these drivers who are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're going the speed limit, and you're irritated because you can't get around them because you need to go over to get to your destination on time. So it's so important to manage your time well. Number 2 is to sleep, to get enough sleep. Even the happiest person can become so ill if they've not had enough rest. And that's, you wake up, you've had enough rest, you feel great, your day started, and those little bitty nitpicky things, they don't bother you anymore, because you just don't, you're not worried about it. That's not, your day was started off well. That's not your problem. Number 3 is to remember that everybody is going through their own issues. The person that might be driving a little bit too slow, or maybe waited at the red light too long, or whatever, maybe they just got, the results back and they do have cancer. Or maybe they just lost their job and they don't know how they're going to make ends meet. Or maybe maybe their kid is in the ER and they just don't know how they're going to do. Or maybe they're getting a divorce. You never know what people are going through. And all of us, me, you, everyone who is watching this, we all are going through our own battles, and keep that in mind. Number 4 is to be cautious of your state of mind. If you are not in the position to be driving, do not drive. I drive kind of to ease my mind sometimes, but I know that if I'm highly upset, I'm not in the state to be behind the wheel. Even the slightest bit of aggression, just the flipping of the bird, or yelling, cussing in your rearview mirror, that little bit increases the risk of a collision, and it's not worth it. There's no reason that people should be dying because of anger problems. The purpose of this speech, what we have done today, we have talked about road rage issues and how you can solve it. Again, my name is Ansley Newton. Drive safe. Have a blessed day.